touch the button?
Too late, I touched the button.
Why would you touch the button?
So it has been a while since the last message from me to you video, and for those who don't know, prior to that video I basically uploaded every single day, and it was quite often that I did double uploads. But I had the realization that I basically couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't upload on weekends because I'd burnt myself out. I'd realised there was a growing list of games essentially that required more time on the recording side as well as the editing. Simply put, I didn't have the time. I just didn't have the time, and I needed to make the time, which proved difficult. But if I wasn't uploading on weekends, I would have the time. So basically that's what's gone on the last couple of weeks, but I've definitely noticed a few things. So the first thing that I noticed, some of you might have noticed how with Outlast being released pretty much every other day. And the reason for that is you can tell before even loading up a game it's going to be a long playthrough. So basically it's safe to say it's going to take a long time to have that content released. Some could argue, why not release it every day? But if I did that, there'll be no variety. The way I have been doing it is every other day. You know, we're talking Outlast and something in between, then Outlast again. Now, prior to the last message from me to you video, it didn't really bother me because, of course, it was every single day. But when you're talking not uploading on the weekends, that means everything's getting delayed by about 2 days every so often. So, I tried to improve variety. But in doing so, it did something that really annoyed me. I don't know about yous, but it definitely annoyed me. And what I'm referring to is Part 10 and Part 11 of Outlast. It was a week in between. Granted, there was a compilation in between, but what about Part 11 through to Part 12? Again, it was a week. It's meant to be the main focus because it's a long playthrough, and you were literally waiting a week. That's not good enough. So I thought, no, I can't do that. So I need to make changes. Again, having it as frequent as it is because I know it's a long playthrough. It's going to take a long time to get released. So whereas I do want more variety, I need to be a bit more smarter about it. So granted, you've got the Halloween special and you've got the Project Spark video, where there was a good reason as to why they were released when they were released. For those who don't know, Halloween, I mean, let's face it, that was self-explanatory. That was released on Halloween, whereas the Project Spark one, that was celebrating reaching 1,000 views for the first Project Spark video. So of course there are going to be videos like that, which of course, you know, will get released a lot sooner. But the fact is, I need to be a bit more organised with it, so maybe like upload a random one-off in between a main focus. Put it simply, Project Spark did take 3 days to edit, so I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll work something else. Now, when it comes to like the main focuses and whatnot, I just want to quickly turn to a more positive note when it comes to not uploading on weekends. And that is the fact that I've obviously had more time to, you know, be laid back and think ahead. Think as to what is more important, think as to what needs to get done. So again, when it comes to the main focus, I have not denied that Season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead will be getting released after Outlast. But the best way I can put it is, with these weekends, I've been able to plan ahead. And whereas I don't want to say what the game is, like what the main focus will be after Telltale's, but one thing I can say is it's a sequel that people didn't ask for, but it's something that I've been wanting to play since before even doing YouTube. But the thing is, the way things are going, like on the weekends and that, don't quote me on this, but I could be right when I say that whatever that game is, once we're done with that, we could be looking at Season 3 of Telltale's, maybe even Season 4. Now here's the thing, even if I am wrong and those like Telltale videos have to be delayed for whatever else comes out after like this next mystery game I'm on about, we're talking 7 Days to Die will soonly follow. We're talking, I'm that confident with the way just not uploading on weekends, having that time to work on more content. I am that confident that 7 Days to Die might be getting released a lot sooner. Now okay, fair enough, some of you could say I've been promising this for a while. But the best way I can put it is, when I say I'm going to make content for a certain game, when I say it's going to be released, I've said from the very beginning, my word is bond. I am a man of my words. And to further prove that, there's a game that some of you asked for, but I've outright forgotten about. Or should I say, the ones who probably haven't forgotten about it, haven't made it known in the comment section. What I'm referring to is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now I don't know when that's going to get released, but I'm fairly confident it will get released before we even finished with Outlast. So the point is, that right there is proof when I say, yep, I'm going to make content for it. It's just the bottom line is, that was doable. Making content for that game was more doable within the time frame I had available, whereas Telltales and 7 Days to Die, it's a matter of time. Like, you gotta remember as well, if I upload a video and it's only one video and it's only 15 minutes, that still took me a day to make. So it takes just as long for me to make this content as it is for you to watch it. But there's another thing like benefiting from not uploading on weekends, and it's the fact that I've like left it like what, 6 minutes into the video before I even mentioned it, but the fact that I've changed the intro. Safe to say, when it was green and I changed it to blue, I basically said in my own words, it was about time I changed it. Because keeping things fresh, and the green one basically grew stale. That was another reason why I needed time off. Like why I needed to not upload on weekends, so I could basically make a new intro. Because I don't know about you guys, but I felt as if the blue one had started to grow stale maybe about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. So it was about time I finally changed it. Now of course I have no idea how long it's going to stay purple, but of course eventually I will be changing it again. But to wrap up this long video, this long fucking rant, there's one last thing I want to share with you, and I don't know how I've unlocked it, but the best way I can put it is, on the channel you've got the community tab. I won't lie to you, if yous are not bothered about the community tab, I'm 100% okay with that, because here's a little fun fact. I have been subscribed to Markiplier's channel for over 10 years. And when I discovered this community tab, I was like, what the hell is this? I actually went on Markiplier's channel, granted with a few other channels as well, but the point is, being subscribed to Markiplier's channel in particular for over 10 years, and not once did I click on that tab. So to safely say, if yous aren't bothered about the community tab, I'm not offended at it, because I've only just like realised it was a thing myself. But for those who don't know, by some mystery, I have unlocked it, meaning I can make comments which yous can respond to. So it's basically another way to interact. And of course, I can share pictures as to, you know, giving you little sneak peeks as to what I'm working on, or even mention a video that's already on the channel. Safe to say, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this tab, but the point is, it's another way to communicate with yous. So, simply put, I have no idea how I unlocked it. When I've looked up online, it hasn't exactly been clear. Supposedly you get it if you hit 500 subscribers. Obviously that's not true. Supposedly you get it if you get monetized content. Again, that's not true. So I have no idea how I've unlocked it. But to wrap up this video, I might give it a go. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this tab, but it's just another way to communicate with yous. But either ways, I'm going to wrap up this long video, because to say how it is, I've got some more content that I'm fairly excited to record, and I'm not going to say any more than that. So hopefully this video was informative, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Like and subscribe.